October 2nd, 2024. In the world of sports, stories of determination and creativity often resonate as much as the statistics that define an athlete's career. For Caitlin Clark, a rising star in women's basketball, one such story began in her own backyard, where a simple act of rebellion against the mundane would set the stage for her extraordinary journey. In a recent interview with 60 Minutes, Clark recounted how ripping up her family's lawn became a pivotal moment in her development as a player, ultimately leading to her remarkable three-point shooting range. Caitlin Clark was born on January 22, 2002, in West Des Moines, Iowa, into a family that cherished sports. Her father, Brent Clark, played college basketball, and her mother, was an athlete in her own right. Growing up in a household where competition was encouraged, Caitlin was introduced to basketball at an early age. She would often accompany her father to the gym, where she would watch him practice and dream of one day stepping onto the court herself. From the moment she could hold a basketball, Caitlin was captivated by the game. She spent countless hours shooting hoops in her driveway, her determination evident even as a child. However, it was her creativity and willingness to think outside the box that would ultimately set her apart from her peers. The story of the lawn began when Caitlin was around 10 years old. Frustrated by the limitations of her practice space, she decided to take matters into her own hands. "I just wanted to shoot," Caitlin recalled during her 60 Minutes interview. The grass was in the way. With a fierce determination that would become her trademark, she enlisted the help of her friends and set out to transform her backyard into a makeshift basketball court. Armed with shovels and a vision, Caitlin and her friends ripped up the sod, creating a space where they could practice shooting without the constraints of a traditional court. The act was both playful and defiant, a testament to Caitlin's unwillingness to accept limitations. "I remember my parents were a bit shocked at first," she laughed. "But they quickly realized how serious I was about basketball." This unconventional decision not only provided Caitlin with a dedicated space to practice, but also symbolized her commitment to the game. While other kids were playing video games or hanging out, Caitlin was honing her skills, shooting countless baskets in her newly created court. The hours spent practicing in her backyard would lay the groundwork for her future success. As Caitlin continued to practice, her shooting skills began to flourish. The backyard became a sanctuary where she could experiment with her shot, developing a unique style that would later become her trademark. Her ability to shoot from long distances was not just a product of talent, it was the result of countless hours of practice and a willingness to push the boundaries of what was possible. Caitlin's shooting technique was unorthodox, characterized by a quick release and a fluid motion that allowed her to get her shot off even under pressure. She often practiced shooting from various angles, including the corners of the court and beyond the arc. "I wanted to be able to shoot from anywhere," she explained. "I knew that if I could make those shots, it would give me an edge over my competition." Her dedication paid off. By the time she reached high school, Caitlin had established herself as a formidable player. She led her team at Dowling Catholic High School to a state championship and earned numerous accolades, including being named the Gatorade Player of the Year in Iowa. Her reputation as a sharpshooter began to spread, and college scouts took notice. In 2020, Caitlin Clark committed to play for the University of Iowa, where she would continue to make waves in the world of college basketball. From her very first game, it was clear that she was a force to be reckoned with. Her ability to score from long range, combined with her court vision and playmaking skills, made her a standout player in the Big Ten Conference. During her freshman year, Caitlin shattered records, becoming the first player in NCAA history to score over 1,000 points in a single season while also averaging over 7 assists per game. Her three-point shooting percentage was among the best in the nation, and she quickly became a fan favorite. The story of the lawn incident became a part of her narrative, illustrating how her unconventional beginnings had shaped her into the player she had become. Caitlin Clark's journey from a backyard in Iowa to the national spotlight is not just a tale of personal achievement, it is a story that resonates with young athletes everywhere. Her willingness to take risks and think creatively serves as an inspiration for those who may feel constrained by their circumstances. "I want kids to know that they can create their own opportunities," Caitlin said. If you have a dream, don't be afraid to go after it, even if it means doing something a little crazy. Her story has sparked conversations about the importance of creativity in sports training. Coaches and parents are beginning to recognize that unconventional methods can lead to extraordinary results. Caitlin's journey serves as a reminder that success is not always about following the traditional path. Sometimes, it requires breaking the mold. As Caitlin Clark continues to excel at the collegiate level, her future in basketball looks incredibly bright. With aspirations of playing in the WNBA and representing the United States on the international stage, she is determined to leave her mark on the game. Her story is still being written, and the lessons learned from her childhood experiences will undoubtedly shape her approach to the challenges that lie ahead. In the years to come, Caitlin Clark will likely become a household name, not just for her incredible skills on the court, but for the inspiring story of how ripping up her family's lawn led to her unusual three-point range. As she continues to break records and shatter expectations, one thing is clear: Caitlin Clark is a player who embodies the spirit of innovation and determination, proving that sometimes the most unconventional paths lead to the greatest successes. Caitlin Clark's journey is a testament to the power of passion, creativity, and hard work. From her childhood backyard to the bright lights of college basketball, her story serves as an inspiration for aspiring athletes everywhere. As she continues to push the boundaries of what is possible, Caitlin reminds us all that with determination and a little bit of ingenuity, anything is achievable.